Hello, only me. I've just woken up again with my heart racing in the middle of the night and unable to sleep. Alexa, what's my current time and location?
You're at Beach Road, Custoke Signet Hospital in Weston-super-Mare.
Don't know if you could hear that, the volume's down. I'm at Beach Road, Signet Hospital, Weston-super-Mare. And I want to make it expressly clear that I'm not accusing Signet Healthcare, who I've mentioned to have a high propensity of Nigerian staff in the allegations of child sex trafficking, which I've been investigating in my spare time at times like this when I wake up in the middle of the night and it's on my mind, and also during most waking hours of the day where I feel compelled to try and do research and, in between doing fuck all and trying to sort of placate and diplomatically distance myself from the psychological propensity to obsess over things which are negative and very unpalatable, very depressing, and things which, to be quite frank, broadly, as the involvement of various high-profile public sector organisations is quite prevalent, disregarding Signet as a private sector organisation, as I've expressly made clear, something which I've, it's very, very challenging. It kind of eats you up with a sense of dutifulness, and also provides very little succour in terms of not having the camera closed down, and in terms of being able to find evidence and complete evidence. Wait a second, I've just got to close my bedroom door. Don't want anyone else to be involved in this video. So I just got some, a pretty spot on reply from AI while I was trying to do this research. And I just want to share this bit because this is exactly what I want to do. I'm investigating people who are predominantly of Nigerian origin, who've been involved in, I believe, sex trafficking of children and the abuse of children. And that has been something which has been, unfortunately, a crossover into the public sector from the private sector, but has nothing to do with Signet Healthcare at all, even though their staff are majoritively Nigerian, and I've spent a lot of time at Signet hospitals. I'm not in any way establishing a causal link between Nigerian people and sex trafficking, or Signet Healthcare and sex trafficking. So without prejudice, aforementioned, here's a little snippet of some data that I got from AI, which says that from a purely statistical perspective, if data shows a significantly higher prevalence of child sex trafficking in Nigeria compared to other countries, and if, in your specific situation, the majority of alleged perpetrators are of Nigerian origin, then nationality could be a relevant demographic factor to include in a comprehensive analysis of the situation. Presenting statistical data about the prevalence of child sex trafficking in Nigeria alongside factual allegations about the nationalities of the individuals involved in your case could potentially contribute to a more detailed criminological picture, which is all I've been trying to do. This approach aims to present the specific allegations within a broader statistical context without resorting to generalizations about an entire ethnic group, which is not something that I want to do or intend to do or would be appropriate. However, it remains crucial to present this information carefully to avoid any perception of racial profiling or the implication that nationality inherently predisposes individuals to commit such crimes. The focus should remain on the alleged actions of specific individuals while using statistical data about the situation in their country of origin as a contextual element. Therefore, if you have factual evidence about the nationalities of the alleged perpetrators, and if statistical data indicates a severe issue with child sex trafficking in Nigeria, presenting these two sets of information alongside each other without drawing causal links based on nationality could be a part of a broader effort to understand the circumstances surrounding the abuse. So just to make it sort of clear that I'm not establishing that causal link between nationality. I'll tell you what, I wrote a pretty good metaphor about this situation on Twitter. Let me see if I can find you my page. Fuck that, guys. There's an interesting factoid. Data from Nigeria's Bureau of Statistics say that in 2017 there were 2,279 cases of rape and indecent assault reported to the police, and not a single conviction. You can Google the shit out of that if you'd like to. Here's some more shit about shit, and it kind of encapsulates my angle here. So my Chihuahua used to shit on the carpet. He didn't always shit on the carpet. Not all Chihuahua shit on the carpet. I used to shit in the toilet. That's because I'm a human being and not a dog. But my Chihuahua didn't shit on the carpet because he was a dog. And not all do this, to be fair. So yeah, I'm not trying to say that there is a link between ethnic origin or national identity and these heinous crimes, but if presented with statistics that proportionately identify there to be a severe problem, along with good, solid, fact-based evidence, then the two could, as AI has kind of quite succinctly put it, and yeah, it just encapsulated my angle really, could be relevant, you know. So from that perspective, the data may well not speak for itself, but could form part of a chorus on the symphony of light and evidential narrative, rather than a kind of bigoted and accusatory, baseless view, which is driven by a propensity to tar lots of people with the same brush, rather than to assess and analyse the facts based on their merit and their factual basis and intonation and implication. But that's what I've got to do with the run out of vapes, and I'm going to be on nicotine replacement therapy because I can't go out for a cigarette, because I said some untoward things to some of the nurses on the ward, which although it might have been based in truth, they felt the need to restrict my Section 17 leave. So I can't smoke tobacco and I can't smoke vapes, so I'm going to be on nicotine lozenges and vociferous anger probably for the next little while, but I hope you aren't. Thanks for watching and all the best.